Hello and welcome to Redona Designs. I'm your host Rilik Okwemba. So on the screen is the design, basically a model of a fuel cup. So I designed this for a friend of mine whose fuel cup had been vandalized in the field. So he wanted a replacement cup. Unfortunately, he couldn't find it in the market, or it was too expensive. So we decided to fabricate it, design it, and then we decided to 3D print it, see how everything will turn out. So I'll be taking you through the process today. And first of all, we started by taking some measurements on the inside and the outside of the fuel cup and the area around it. So this is just to ensure that we have everything, all the information necessary for the design of the fuel cup. So we started by measuring the interior and then the exterior, just noting the dimensions down. And then thereafter, we were headed back to the SolidWorks for modeling. So in the modeling, I decided to model it in two parts. So this is the first version that I made. So basically there are two parts. If I scroll down here and then I hide the inside part, you're going to see it's the basic shape, the cylindrical shape of the fuel cup, and then these two tabs. So these two tabs serve to locate the middle part that's going to be bolted up here. So the middle part rather, it's that one. So this middle part serves to lock the fuel cap in place, and the two tabs, let me just isolate it so that you can see. So these two tabs, you can see, correspond to the other two tabs on the cylindrical face that help to lock it in place. So this hole here, this is where the two parts are going to be bolted together. The hole, as you can see here, that you can see there. So if I isolate it again, exit the isolation, so there we have it. And the cut extrudes here, this just serve to act as grips. So this was the first version of the design. So we went ahead and 3D printed it and then test fitted it. So unfortunately, for this first version didn't work because it was the internal dimensions were too small, so it couldn't fit on the outside of the fuel cap, because it had been vandalized somehow. So it had some ovality. The cylinder was not circular, it was more oval, so it needed a larger dimension in order for it to fit in. So we went back to the drawing board, and then once again I designed a second version. So this is the second version. So on the second version, we still retained the locking mechanism, but we used now I inserted an internal rib. So this is just to act as a buffer, because now on the inside, let me just change the color of this body. So yeah, so on the inside, so the nozzle, the top part of the tank is going to sit on this face right here. Also, the purpose of this rib is to ensure that no fuel leaks past this stage. So that's just an additional feature that we inserted. And then we went again and test fitted it. Again, unfortunately, it was a bit too small, so we also had to increase the radius again, rather the diameter. And we went and treated it, and So I changed the dimensions to the third version. Yes, so as you can see, it has a smaller height compared to the previous two, because we wanted it to take us a shorter time to print. So yeah, so this one worked, and we fitted it, and it worked well. So finally this version worked, and we were very pleased, and we decided to settle it as the first production version. So with that, I come to the end of the video, and with that you can appreciate that during the design process there's a lot of iterations, there's a lot of back and forth. Sometimes things fit, sometimes they don't, and when they don't, you just go back to the drawing board and then you try and do it using another method or adjust some dimensions. We'll be doing more of these videos, ones where we tackle everyday challenges that might arise, and we can see how we can tackle them using some design and using digital fabrication. So kindly like the video and subscribe and share widely so that we can have more people joining us and subscribing to our channel. Until next time, cheers.